Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Venom, issue number 2, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue with Eddie Brock apparently killed in an explosion. Eddie warns his son Dylon to not bond with the symbiote Venom. Too late for that now. In Dylon's defense, I'm not sure he had much of a choice given the circumstances. Dylon, along with his new bonded symbiote Venom and Sleeper, go on the run. Dylon wakes up on a train having a nightmare of his father's death. He feels Venom could have gone after his dad and saved him instead of Dylon. Venom reassures him that his dad would have wanted him to live, and that's why he came for Dylon. As they exit the train, Dylon listens to a voice message left by his father, telling him that he's sorry for the danger he's in, and it's the kind of danger that scares Eddie himself, and he wishes he were there to protect him. Eddie feels like Dylon is paying his toll. Then again, perhaps we all carry what we must. He wants Dylon to be careful and to be brave, and he promises they will meet again. If you take anything with you, let it be this as a final closing of his message. He made a lot of bad choices and bad decisions by being bullheaded and headstrong, but because of Dylon, Eddie has hope. As a closing of this message, if we don't see each other by the time you hear this message, son, go to Max's diner and ask for Archer Lyle, a reporter who's an old friend of Eddie's. If anyone knows how to stay off the grid, it'll be him. Dylon does exactly that and asks around about Archer Lyle without any success. All he can do is just drink coffee and wait. On TV, Senator Crane is on TV giving a speech about symbiotes, which I'm sure is heavily influenced after the King in Black events and Extreme Carnage series. In other words, he expresses that symbiotes are not something to remain complacent about, and he regrets it because it cost him his father's life. And now symbiotes are running around without accountability. So in his father's memory and with the help of Mayor Fisk, he is making it a mission to address the symbiote's menace to the highest echelons of power. That can't be good. Dylon knows that this is trouble for him, and they have to go. Too many eyes are on them. Sleeper suggests that the plan is to leave and to go someplace quiet and come back to the diner when they have a plan to find Archer Lyle. Then lose the phone because ain't no telling who's keeping track of you. Here we have a very political conversation between Senator Crane and Carlton Drake. Drake praises that Crane's speech is all over every news feed on loop. And we are also working with local authorities to address the symbiote threat. Local authorities with high-tech military-grade weapons, says Senator Crane. That smirk on Carlton's face says it all right there. With the right funding, they do. Senator Crane doesn't like Drake, but given what happened to his father, the matter of the symbiotes is of greater concern to him. Grave concern! This is giving life to the Life Foundation for defining symbiote policy. Of course, Drake's like that. Crane having a congressional seat, and Drake will have all the funding he needs for years to come. The next step in the plan is to capture Dylon, and he's optimistic about it because based on the last encounter, they were able to neutralize the human host. Not to mention, the symbiote is with the child now, and he's inexperienced. So Dylon's walking down the aisle, and we see like Life Foundation strike team assembling, watching with binoculars, and Sleeper's like, hey, Dylon, you know, I picked up scents a few blocks ago, and they've managed to stick with us the whole time. I think we're being followed. So Venom's like, duck into the alley, coming to the left. Maybe we can slip out on the other side. Dylon just that, but the strike team is on pursuit, and they're like, Team 2, head them off, cut them off at the other one. Let's contain this alleyway. So the roof is on point, the strike team on the ground is on point, and everything, and something's about to go down. Dylon knows it, the symbiote knows it, and we as a reader, we all know it. So as they assemble the strike team, and they're like, he's boxed in, okay, get ready. Venom symbiote attacks, and symbiote attaches to him, and they're like, this is symbiote, take him down now. But Venom is wiping the floor with this SWAT team, or not SWAT team, Life Foundation strike team, and it's just all out going bananas here. But one of the team members or the captain says, deploy sonic mines. And when they do that, the sound frequency detaches the Venom symbiote from Dylon, and it must be screaming in pain. And they're like, Roof, team, nullifiers now. Dylon's like, Venom, do something. The only thing Venom could do in that moment is pick up a Jeep Wrangler and throw it at him and keep those nullifiers on him, boys. But little do they know, Sleeper is behind him, and he unleashes an ass whooping of his own right. Ah! This is just going out bananas, and you got to love this right here. So as all this pandemonium comes about, Archer Lyle comes up and does her own butt kicking in her own right. And she tells Dylon in the Venom symbiote, I've been telling you since the diner, and they've been telling you probably before that. You used your phone on your way, and that pretty much gives every camera access to you. So you know what? You might have had them, but I got you. You need to come with me if you want to live. Terminator style, and that's how we end this issue. I gotta say, I did enjoy this read. I was way more hyped about Venom #1 with the whole time warp and into the cosmos and what the heck are we going over here? But I do understand this series is juggling Eddie Brock and his son Dylon. So I respect that they use issue #2 for Dylon, and issue #1 was a strong point with Eddie Brock. I want to see more of Eddie Brock personally, but I do get the more personalized touch with Dylon. Not a bad read at all. You'll have fun. Link in description if you wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection. With that being said, Venom issue #2. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.